Howdy there, it's me again. It's been a couple days, so I figured I'd make a video. And I wanted to talk about something that's a little different from what I normally talk about, and that is books. Because I realized that I read a lot of books in 2021, and I've become more of a reader. I have not been for the past few years, although I was as a kid. So yeah, in 2021, I decided to make it my mission to read a ton more books, and I did that. But I wanted to go over some of my favorites, just the top three. So the first, this is in ascending order of my favorites. So the first one is Annihilation, and I chose this book because I could have just put the whole trilogy. There's Annihilation, Authority, and I can't remember the name of the last one off the top of my head because I made this video for the moment. Anyways, it's by Jeff Vandermeer, and it is an awesome book. It's a fictional story. It's about like a biologist who joins a team of scientists to research this strange geological anomaly thing that happens, and it's like going through a portal. And when they go through this, the entrance to this otherworldly kind of area, it's this pristine, untouched kind of nature thing. And I won't spoil it, but some of the stuff that they see and some of the genetic abnormalities that they see are really, really interesting. It's a very cool sci-fi book. I would definitely highly recommend it. I'm not one to really put numbers on how good I think things are, but it is number 3 of my favorite books that I read this year. So, and that is probably, I think out of 15-20 books, so that's, pretty good. Let's see. Second favorite, that would have to be Johnny Got His Gun by Dalton Trumbo. So Dalton Trumbo, I believe, was some kind of filmmaker, something that got kind of became kind of persona non grata in the United States after a little bit because he was, I believe, believed to be a communist or was a communist or something like that. But anyways, he was very anti-war, and he wrote the book Johnny Got His Gun as kind of an effort to sort of portray war as bad, and he did a very effective job of that. In fact, the book itself is the focus of a few kind of pop culture things. So there was a movie made of it, but I think probably the most significant cultural thing that was based off of Johnny Got His Gun is the song One by Metallica. So if you didn't know, the song One by Metallica is actually based off of the experiences of the guy in the book Johnny Got His Gun. And it's a very, heartbreaking story. It's very emotional. It is still a work of fiction, but it's like, wow, it's very, very powerful. So yeah, if you are not a pacifist, it might make you a pacifist, and if you are already a pacifist, it might kind of make you double down in that position. I thought it was, a great read, although a very kind of heartbreaking one. My favorite book, though, that I read this year was Crime and Punishment. So let me just grab my copy of Crime and Punishment, because I didn't take the liberty of grabbing any of the books because most of them are at my parents' house at the moment. But yeah, let me grab my copy of Crime and Punishment. I bookmarked everything, or like all the quotes that I found to be meaningful, and this is what happened. So I don't usually bookmark books. I don't usually mark, quotes and stuff, but the way Dostoevsky writes is just incredible and powerful, and the entire book, from start to finish, was riveting. And yeah, I think I read it in something like 2 weeks. It just kind of, had a stranglehold on me. It was a wonderful, wonderful read. It's also very powerful. It's also very, like, in your face. It's one of those books where you read it and afterwards you kind of, after you finish, you're just sitting there and it's like, what is life? Who am I? And I love that kind of thing in a book. Sometimes that can be pretty intense. I need to make sure that I stagger, the books with a lot of emotional content with the ones that are more like fun-loving. I tend to read Tolkien sort of for more of a fun type of storybook, light read type of thing. So Anyways, those are my top 3 favorite books. Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer, Johnny Got His Gun by Dalton Trumbo, and Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky. If you have any recommendations, I would love to hear them. If you want to hear more of my recommendations, I will gladly give them. But I want to know, are you a reader? Do you want to become a reader? Do you like audiobooks? Do you like hearing stories? If not, why? And if so, how long have you been a reader? Are you more of a voracious reader where you're like reading a new book every week? Or are you more laid back like me where I'm reading, one every month or so? Yeah, just let me know. I don't know. I always like to talk about different things in the comments. I know I have a few people who have started to comment on my videos, and that's really, really cool. And yeah, so I just love that kind of conversational aspect. Anyways, signing off, and I hope that your 2022 is going wonderfully so far, and that you have an awesome day or night or whatever, depending on the time. Anyways, I will see you next time.